The Trump administration has handed out $500 billion to support small businesses during the pandemic. But it turns out that tens of millions have also ended up in the bank accounts of venture capitalists, celebrities and politicians. Maupin reports.
The pandemic has had a deadly effect on the U.S. economy. Thousands of businesses have closed their doors. Trump's government has launched a payment protections program intended to keep the economy rolling along in these hard times. Sounds like a good idea, but it's off to a bumpy start.
$600 billion doesn't even begin to touch it. This should have been a $1 trillion program to begin with.
Scores of angry business owners claim they were also denied.
And the PPP loan, while its intent was, I think, good, it's not practical for what they do.
Many small business owners on the losing end.
The recently published list of companies that got payments has many asking questions about who ended up on the winning side. Now, when you think of a small business, you probably think of a community hardware store or a family-owned restaurant, not TGI Fridays restaurant chain or Kanye West or perhaps the Burning Man music festival. Robert De Niro, a Hollywood actor and Trump critic, even got a bailout for his restaurant chain.
I'm going to say one thing, Trump.
Many of Trump's harshest critics seem to have no shame about taking PPP money. Middle Seat Consulting, a liberal firm utilized by the re-election campaign of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, got a decent payout. EDI Associates, a company associated with Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi,
received a loan of between $350,000 and $1 million.
Making Nancy Pelosi's recent criticism of the program sound just a bit hypocritical.
The administration's decision to hide basic paycheck protection program loan data is a disturbing sign of its lack of concern for who gets this funding, how much they receive, or why.
And finally, there's Joe Biden. He's got PPP confused with PPE.
To make sure we have enough PPP, those protective gear. Are there enough? Are there enough PPPs? Are there enough material?
Burisma Holdings, his son's natural gas firm that's got ties to Ukraine, was also a beneficiary of the program, as were many top Biden donors.
Small businesses are really the engines of our cities, are the prime generator of jobs. And a lot of these small businesses, these mom and pop businesses, did not get these PPP loans. No one understands why this happened, what standards were used. Out of a total of all small businesses that applied for PPP money nationally, nearly 22,000 small businesses received a loan for under $1,000. And more than 1,200 of those businesses received less than $100, with some businesses receiving loans as low as $1. One of the also interesting things is that those that did get the loans, and those are forgivable loans, were the larger companies, not small businesses, but venture capitalist companies, billionaires, political powerhouse people. Whether it's Republican or Democrat, everybody is drinking from the trough of free money.
U.S. President Ronald Reagan used to say that despite rivalries, politicians were, quote, all friends after 6. Well, it seems he should have added to that, all friends when it comes to handing out taxpayer money. Maupin, RT, New York.